Jokic becomes a top 10 player of all time if he wins another ring this year.
Let's see. Just off dome, no order. Again, no order. Jordan, probably still not better than Curry, not better than Braun, not better than Shaq still, not better than Keem, in my opinion, but that'd be somewhat contentious. Not better than, am I missing somebody? Oh, Kobe, Tim.
Bird
Magic.
Wilt Russell. Kareem.
That's literally it. Yeah, I never said Kareem. Shit. Yeah, no. No, probably not. But he's definitely in the 20, probably most likely, because who's in the 20? Guys like Kevin Durant. I know some people try to put Giannis in there as well. At that point, yeah, you'd have to put a 3-time MVP, probably should have 4-peated at MVP, 2-time champion, fantastic playoff numbers. Yeah, you probably gonna have to put him in the 15, 20. So yeah. Not the worst take, but disagree.
You don't think Curry gets knocked out?
No. Curry's 4 rings.
With KD, though.
Oh, my God. And he has offensive peaks that fuck with Jokic. No.
Okay. I'll say this. I think if Jokic wins one this year, it is going to be on some, okay, the peaks are there, but we're just waiting for the longevity to catch up. That's it. That's all it would be, man.
I think, hey, man, look, it's fun to dunk on them boys now. Because, oh, my God, y'all hold that nigga. But that's another thing. They're hoeing the fuck out of Curry now. That's besides the point. Yeah, I think Curry in his prime is underrated. I don't think Pete Curry is underrated. 2016 Curry is underrated. But I think that 2017, 18, 19 Curry is grossly underrated. I think even Curry today is somewhat underrated. Well, we just don't see it because of the situation down there. I think Steph Curry is still confidently in the all-time talks above Jokic, even with a ring. Jokic would have to accumulate a somewhat count. Maybe number 3 would make it a little contentious. But I think Pete Curry, man, hey, look, Jokic has had fantastic offensive season, but Curry got some statistic seasons, let alone some eye test shit that's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck good? So I think they'll be relative when it's all said and done, though. I don't think you said some bullshit, but I don't think it starts at ring 2.
The first round should be more spread out. Some of these games are just starting and ending way too late. It makes it a struggle to watch every game. You're from the East Coast, aren't you? Or overseas?
West Coast niggas live good during the playoffs, man. That 10 p.m. for them, that 10 p.m. for us is 7. Like, they're eating good, bro. So, yeah, this is just a matter of where you live. I mean, even over here, though, I don't necessarily mind it. I mean, shit, you got a bedtime or something, gang? I don't know. I don't mind it. I think it's cool. They do a good job of scheduling which games, you know, fans are going to want to see more later and or earlier, too. So,
yeah, I mean, it just kind of makes sense. You put the primetime East games at primetime East hours. You put the primetime West games at primetime West hours. It just makes sense. It's just, yeah, I would just love to be in Cali at this point in the year, man, for other reasons, too. You know, but Anthony Edwards will represent this generation's young fans what Kobe was for us in our youth.
Retweet, liked, and followed for sure. I'm not gonna lie. And even if you have to go to the slanderous routes, because I know some of you guys do with, all right, now you're overrating it. Fine. He could be Kobe for what even you would say, in a sense of may not ever be the best player in the world, which he definitely was, but may not be the best player in the world, but he'll definitely be a person that captivates the hearts of fans, let alone just has that dog in him, and he'll be a winning player. I 100% agree. We have found our American player for the xenophobic guys. We found our American player, and we've also found our next Kobe.
I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm just saying you better enjoy the hero arc while it's here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just saying, man. If Ant don't win a ring or an MVP in the next 4 years, Ant, you supposed to be next up. Where is it? Y'all said he's next up. Where's the ring? He's had all this help. Where's the ring? I'm enjoying the hero arc while it's here, but I'm just saying y'all propped up other players that are still doing good in year 8, year 7, but apparently they're undershotting y'all expectations. You know what I'm saying? So
Trae Young, yeah, it happens to everybody. But what I'll say is that kind of proves that he's Kobe to me, because niggas hated Kobe like that. so Kobe was easily the most hated player in the league during his prime, without a shadow of a doubt. He could have simultaneously been the most adored, but man, so yeah, I think that's literally a you're wrong, but you're not wrong thing.
I'm just saying, I've already felt the setups this year. After he had the Team USA summer that he had, and then his stats weren't statting this season as the 1 seed. I already felt some of it, bro. Y'all already loading the clip on Ant, bro. And I don't think, and you had this take on the pod, Ant is not going to be one of those dudes that's going to be winning MVPs year in and year out.
Nope, I don't think he'll ever get one.
So his case for face of the league has to be playoff performances. And in that Western Conference, and also what's out in the East, I'm just saying, all right. Okay.
Yeah, we'll move on. But yeah, just to echo what Sol said, in case you missed it, yeah, I don't think Ant's ever going to win MVP. And that's not nothing to do with his talent. He's just a playoff guy that's going to do what he can to win games in the regular season, pop off in the playoffs. I don't think he's a statistic MVP guy. No.
We are seeing the return of defense winning championships. I don't think
never
it ever
left.
left.
Yeah, what I say, yeah. What? It never left. I mean, you got to think about it kind of invertedly. So, like, when are these supreme over-the-top offenses just, oh, yeah, they're for sure winning? The Nets lost. Granted, you want to count injury, fine, they lost. What's another squad? The Suns lost. So these are the past 2 years. 21, what was that team that was, like, over-the-top offense? The Kings lost. 2020. The Lakers were objectively, like, the most, oh my God, you can't make threes team, and they won. Yeah, I don't think offense was ever so dominantly over defense at all. I think consistently defense wins championships. People were still debating Kevin Durant when he said it.
I think the only reason you make this take is because I believe last season the Denver Nuggets were not an elite defense that won a championship. But I believe in the playoffs, in the
playoffs they were.
Yeah, they turned up to a top 3 defensive rating team in the playoffs. Only ousted by the Knicks and the Cavs, Lakers, Grizzlies right behind them. But yeah, even last year, that's not.
Yeah, that's just never been the case, gang.
This year's playoffs will show that the return of the traditional big man is overstated. Jokic is the only true big man that will make it far these playoffs. And even if he is arguably the best passer in NBA history, you could also say Gobert, but he's pretty much the one exception. When was the return of traditional? No, Joel Embiid is not a traditional big man. They literally call Joel Embiid 7 foot hardened Kobe. Like, I don't. There is nothing traditional about Jokic when he's bringing up the ball up the floor like he's a fucking point guard and averaging 30-point triple doubles. Like, there's nothing traditional about him. Outside of that, you got Vic. There's nothing traditional about Vic.
None traditional about Chet.
AD's probably the most traditional one, but
and that's because his jump shot went away. It's not because by choice. His shot went away, and even in their postseason, he started making his mid range. Yeah, that Cat's not traditional.
Giannis is not traditional. If you
Mobley, again, if he could make his shots, I know that sounds Mickey, but he'd be trying to shoot it. If Mobley was making more of his shots, Mobley wouldn't be traditional at all. Paolo, if he counts, isn't traditional.
I guess what he's trying to say is just the resurgence of needing a big man, a traditional, like not traditional, but just needing a big man, a dominant big man to win a championship. And with Jokic, Giannis, AD winning 3 of the last 4 rings, I guess you can make the argument. But even then, you still need. I don't know.
Yeah, you still need it sounds like you still need a damn good big. It's just the word. At that point, it would become a semantics argument as to what is quote traditional. Because if you were to qualify Anthony Davis in his current form, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis as traditional, I'd say you best get 2 of that 4 because Giannis definitely isn't. At that point, you ain't had a best argument on the table as well. And then the one exception being the one exception in NBA history being Steph Curry. So I don't know. Yeah, I think you still need an elite big or a really, really good big man. I don't think you go out there and win with a fucking trash big out there.
The Celtics could struggle if they make it to damn. All right. Well, I'm going to the game tonight, so we'll see what actually happens. All right. The Celtics could struggle if they make it to the second round. They struggle with defensive athletic wings. I love JT, but he's off to an okay start in the playoffs. Whoever comes out of Cavs versus Magic series will push us to 7 games and maybe pull off an upset. I'll say this. I think the Cavs / Magic, whichever is the winner of that series facing the Celtics, I do think they're being underestimated going up against the Celtics because, again, the teams that the Celtics do against are those physical ass teams, and both the Magic and the Cavs do pride themselves on defense. And the game plan with the Celtics is just keep it fucking close. All right, keep it close. Whatever happens in the fourth quarter happens in the fourth quarter. But as long as you can keep it close, you got a chance. So I actually agree with this. They could struggle if / when they make it to the second round, but I still got them in like 6.
Don't you Boston fans start pulling a Denver versus Lakers, man? Y'all niggas got that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. yeah. If y'all lose to Paolo Banchero, I understand the depth matters more than ever. But if y'all lose to the Magic, bro, no. bro, no, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Cavs, I could understand a little bit because of obvious talent, but even then, you guys are an infinitely deeper team. So that at that point, just throwing out the fucking window. And you argue you have high-end talent. Yeah, no, bro. You lose to one of them teams, no. Disappointment regardless.
Damn, I didn't even say lose, but... All right.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear it, man. I just had a whole playoff series where the franchise that basically swept us the entire time tried to tweet at or act as if they were the underdog. Bro, We ain't beat you niggas in like the last 12 times. I'm not trying to hear it from Boston either, man. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all are in the ECF for sure.
I'm just saying, everyone calling this a fraud, but once we actually roll that ball out, apparently it's, you were supposed to do this.
I ain't say you were frauds against them. I said you're frauds at the big games. I'm not counting that shit as a big game, dog. Get to the ECF, bro. When Jalen Brunson comes to town, when who the other niggas you ain't playing a fucking Philly. Yeah, so really, I ain't gonna lie to Knicks. Damn, Knicks got an easy path now. But when Jalen Brunson comes to town, when the NBA Finals come around, that's when I'll do my laughing. That's when I'll do my Tatum with the game on the line. And trust me if you fail. And trust me, if you fail, you fail. That's always funny. But ultimately, do I think y'all are fraudulent enough to lose to Orlando? No, bro. And it's no disrespect. It's just, bro, this team damn near 170.
These players should have an asterisk because of all the injuries and unavailable players.
Oh, my God. Every playoffs have injuries, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Kyrie will outplay Luka and will be the main factor if they win, but everybody will praise Luka more instead of Kai.
No, because people are talking crazy about Kai right now. Frame one. People are always ready to get the most skilled player shit off. Even the players. Just frame one. Kyrie does something cool. Most skilled player. Most skilled player. Most skilled player. So Kyrie not getting praise per se. I'll never buy that because I'm not going to even say he's overrated. Kyrie is like the player in the NBA that's not necessarily the best, but he's the one that everyone wants to push forward that, yo, this guy is really fucking good. I think he's like the most beloved player by many people who just watch basketball.
I just think right now, Luka's even said it himself, like Kai is outplaying him and he needs to catch up. If by the point that they win and Luka does catch up, with Luka already averaging 30, 10, and 10 on just bad efficiency, Luka's probably going to average, 36 on his regular efficiency along with 10 rebounds and 10 assists. And at that point, I just don't think it would be the worst thing in the world to say, yeah, Luka was the main factor.
The number one.
Yeah,
But I get it because people again want to push Kyrie forth. I don't think Kyrie's underrated or undervalued at all. People literally, especially in 2024, root for Kyrie Irving.
And listen, man, this is what I'm saying when it comes to Boston, dog. Healthy Giannis and Dame would win the East. Okay, out here, Thunder in 6 if they make it to the finals. The Celtics should fear the Timberwolves more than the Nuggets. I'm just saying, bro, y'all cannot and I'm not saying this, you Sage. Y'all cannot simultaneously call this team a super duper ooper schmooper team that if they lose in the finals, it's a uber failure. When there's fucking 6 teams in the league that can apparently knock out this team fair and square, bro. 2 things cannot coexist. Those are mutually exclusive. God.
I think y'all are frauds against good teams. I ain't say this shit. Well, then again, the healthy Bucks are pretty underrated to me. Like Cavs and Magic, that's where I'm like, ain't nobody saying y'all gonna lose to them except for these people. Apparently, if these people really think y'all are a super team that's going to lose to Donovan Mitchell or Paolo, hey man, I guess like at that point I'm not going that far. But when we're talking about, if they play the T-Wolves, they lose, I'm definitely pioneering that shit for sure.
Hot take, not really, but NBA fans lack critical thinking and comprehension skills on top of not actually liking the sport they argue all over Twitter for.
At this point, this is not a hot take. Yeah, that's a cold take. Everyone says that. We all say that. And it kind of adds on to how we're the problem. Because everyone sits there and says, yeah, every other NBA fan is stupid. If you disagree, you don't like ball, all these other things. I think the problem isn't necessarily the NBA discourse needs to be more politically correct and nice. But the problem is we're not arguing. We're trying to diminish each other and call each other stupid rather than argue. Right? We're trying to get our shit off and get our points off and just say things we want to say just to push agendas rather than at least hearing what the other person has to say. If I say something like a player isn't top 5, I have him at 6, you don't say, yo, Sage doesn't have this player at top 5. You go on to say, yo, Sage says this player sucks and is overrated. Dog, that's not what I said. I think that is the biggest problem in the NBA community for sure.
It's not Darvin Ham's fault the Lakers lost. Blame LeBron for not taking the last shot. Tay Bum's not top 10. He's not even top 3 on his team. He's an idiot. Jaylen Brown improving his ability to go left is directly proportional to AD's health in the... What?
Okay, that one's clearly a troll. Yeah, that one's clearly a troll. Yeah, LeBron taking a single shot is the reason we lost the entire series. You're just an idiot. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a hypocrite. You got me. Told you I'm part of the problem. Yeah, you think that LeBron's one shot was the reason we lost the series rather than endless other factors, even excluding Darvin Ham. Yeah, you're an idiot. I'm sorry.
Knicks will beat the Celtics. Okay.
You're just keeping track of people who don't think you're gonna. Is this what you do, bro? Bro, I mean, this is the hot take section, but a lot of people are saying that y'all are gonna lose to the Cavs and Magic, which I will give you. Editor, you can showcase a compilation of those people saying that. I'll always say, y'all go to OD and feed on to what Souls is trying to push when you do say, yo, I ain't gonna lie. If Victor was in the playoffs, y'all wouldn't beat the Spurs. Like, all right, now at that point, all right, y'all literally not only want your cake and try to eat it too. Nigga, you wanted to bake the cake in the damn first place. It's ridiculous. So that, yeah, I can see. Niggas is just trying to get their shit off and laugh at Tatum when he loses, unless he sweeps everybody. And then they'd say, well, he didn't play X team. I'll say that for sure. For real haters, oh, no, you're gonna beat the Magic. You're gonna beat the Cavs. Hell, I'm shaky on the Knicks. I think I'm gonna just say you beat the Knicks. Now, the T-Wolves, the Nuggets. Tatum with the game on the line.
Bitch, it ain't even my birthday, but I can ball if I want to.
Yeah, it's over with, buddy. It's over with.
Timberwolves hype is unwarranted and they're likely to flame out against the Nuggets. Only reason they dispatched the Suns so easily is because it was the perfect matchup for them.
Okay, so let's run with that logic. Why aren't they a good matchup for the Nuggets?
Because Jokic cooks Gobert.
Jokic solos plus ratio. Well, first off, I think they unironically, it's gonna sound, y'all gonna cook me. I think they're going to like have Cat body to body him and have Gobert help. So that's one. Two, J-Mac's not gonna be off ball watching MPJ. He's gonna, if you saw him hunt Devin Booker, I would at least assume he's going to hunt Jamal Murray. I think they have the best shot of everybody, the same way where the you couldn't guard KD, you couldn't guard D-Book. They had the best shot of them as well. I think they also simultaneously have the best shot of guarding the Nuggets. So the idea that the hype is unwarranted because they match up well, to me, is a bad take. Now, if you think the hype's unwarranted because they're going to lose, period, point blank, fine. But if it's because, oh, they just happen to match up well against the Suns, dog, they happen to match well. They happen to be the best matchup for the damn Nuggets, too. I think that's going to be the best series we get in this offs, to be honest.
I think the hype is definitely warranted because the hype wasn't there throughout the whole regular season.
Oh, yeah, duh.
And now that we're in the playoffs and these games are nationally televised and they're going up against D-Book and Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns, now all eyes are on the Minnesota Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards, you know, a player who is marketable as shit. He's not a boring-ass player, and he's dominating the fuck out of these games. So, yeah, I definitely think the hype is warranted for this team. Are they going to flame out against the Nuggets? That is to be seen. But to say that the hype is not warranted, nah, bro. They just swept KD and D-Book, and this is a relatively young team. Specifically their star, relatively young star that just swept the fuck out of one of the greatest players of all time.
It's not even the most complete team either, because you would assume if they lose, they upgrade from a guy like Mike Conley, get a couple more players in there. It's not even their final form. The hype is definitely warranted.
KD is closer to Carmelo and T-Mac than he is LeBron and Curry. People need to stop grouping those three up together. LBJ and Curry clear KD.
It's fucked up. I see where he's coming from. This isn't the worst hot take this video, and that pisses me off. And it's not even just because of the low bar set in this video. You can argue it. Now, I disagree, but you can do it if you're talking about just winning and just accomplishments. You can do it. However, I think, one, there's a talent gap, to be very honest with you. I think Kevin Durant is just, insanely more efficient than the two names you just mentioned, let alone is he arguably more skilled than the two names you mentioned. But two, he's had a direct impact in the LeBron and Curry era, despite what you believe about, oh, it was a super team. The domino fell. Melo would have never went there. Melo took the bag. T-Mac never would have went there. Hell, he wouldn't have made it out the first round. So I see what you're coming from, and it pisses me off that this take isn't the worst take this video.
It's not the worst take, but this is a bad take, dog. If you got an all-time list where because Melo and T-Mac, they're like 40s, 50s to me. LeBron and Curry, LeBron I got at 1 or 2. Curry I got at 8 or 9. If KD is close, so at that point, KD is closer to 30 to you than the 10. Nah, bro, that's a bad take. And I think the LeBron Curry KD shit is just, again, like what you said, bro. As much as you want to hate KD, he was a part of this generation. He was unavoidable. Compared to LeBron and Curry, was he more avoidable? I guess. But nah, this generation isn't what it is if it wasn't for the 2012 finals, which KD was a part of. This generation isn't what it was without KD winning that MVP in 2014, without even going up 3-1 against the Warriors in 2016. Even with the Warriors and how we went there, that still changed the tide of things. So KD, whether you like it or not, he defined this era for better or for worse, along with LBJ and Curry.
And then y'all sit there and talk about if he wasn't injured in 2019, gets another one, 2021, foot on the line, gets another one. So there's all these hypotheticals that support Kevin Durant as well. Yeah, it's more bad than it is good. It's just not the worst take in this video.
I will say, should Harden make the big four? I don't know.
Oh, Lord. All right. Too much dip on your chip. There's a noticeable gap between KD and Harden.
The Celtics would beat the Heat even with healthy Jimmy, and the Wolves have a solid chance of beating the Nuggets. The Celtics would beat the Heat with, yeah, I agree.
I was gonna pick them. Yeah, I was gonna pick them. I think so we had a TikTok video the other day, and he had his 5 worst takes. This may not be in the 5, but one that just pisses me off, the honorable mention, and so as you may attest to this as well because you have more years in the game. The if blank were healthy, blank automatically wins. It makes me cringe every time, bro. And it be some miscellaneous shit too. Now in this case, it's a star player, but it'll be some shit like, yo, if Austin Reeves was healthy. Yo, if Vando was healthy, hell, that's what y'all are saying now. Like, no.
Yeah, shit. I ain't gonna lie. You told me to not play the victim card. I'll play the victim card right now, bro. Y'all told me we didn't want to see the Heat.
No, your Heat walk your circles.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Y'all said, hey, the Celtics don't want to see the Heat again, man. I don't give a fuck if they're the AC. Cool, fine. All right, we face them. We want the smoke now. Game 1, we got it. Game 2, ooh, the boogeyman's back.
Yeah,
that's
exactly right.
It's
Game
Heat in
2.
6, and I got screenshots. So don't pull this fucking injury card now when going into the series with these injuries, y'all still wanted the smoke. Come on, bro.
I'll promote your channel here just to attest in case y'all think I'm being a hypocrite. No. I'm a fair hater. That's why I'm an elite level hater. Check Souls' channel, man. He went live on the loss, and y'all literally went there, Heat in 6, Heat in 5, Heat in 7. Y'all laughed at him. Y'all were saying the Heat are gonna win. Y'all didn't act like it was fluke. Y'all acted like it was gonna be a trend. And yeah, well, do your shit on the Heat. Plus, even if pause if needed. Plus, even if they weren't healthy, dog. I ain't gonna lie, y'all talk too much shit in the regular season. Womp womp.
With that being said, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Hopefully, the Celtics did not blow a 3-1 lead by the time this goes
basketball.
Up. But we'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Again, I hate basketball.